Grasshopper's got a really good reputation for quality of cut. A couple of good reasons for this. I'll show you a couple now and a couple under the deck in a minute. But firstly, look at the depth of the deck. About 5.5 inches. Allows a lot of air and a lot of grass to float around underneath that deck and out the discharge. Notice the leading edge is rolled up. This allows the grass to travel underneath the front of the deck and stand back up in time for the blades to cut it. But what I want to talk about now is strength. This side plate here is going to be the plate that cops all the impact, you know, and you're trimming around your trees along your footpath. That's a 7-gauge plate. It won't cave back in onto your blades. In addition to that, the top of your deck is double plated. So if something were to get underneath your deck and hit your spindles, then all that force is pushed to the top of your deck. That double plate will stop any twisting happening. The front of your deck is beveled, so it's not perpendicular, it's beveled, it's leaning forward. That gives it extra strength and a double beading across the front as well, one on the inside and one on the outside that you can see. I'll just walk across the other side. And now I want to show you underneath. What's nice actually, whilst I'm here, this chute comes off quick and easy. And I might just quickly take it off and it'll make me showing underneath the deck a lot easier to use. So we just undo that thumb screw there, won't be a sec, take that off, swing that out, lift that off, easy peasy. Alright, let's get underneath the deck and I'll show you underneath the deck. Firstly, see the size of that blade. That's a 1/4 inch blade. You got it? Yeah, it's a 1/4 inch blade. Most of them are a lot thinner than that. Got good durability, it'll last a long time. But what's also nice about that blade, it's a step down blade. A bit old fashioned, but it gives that blade spindle bolt good protection. It allows us to have a higher clearance between the top of our blade and the top of our deck. So again, it gets that grass out. It can cut long grass and get rid of it out the side. Just going to come underneath the top here. There's our blade spindle housing. Okay, so that's an 8-inch spindle with a 6-bolt pattern. You won't be bending that or cracking that. Between the blade spindle and the top of the blade, there's a housing. That housing is sandwiched from the top of your blade to the top, and it stops any grass wrapping around that bottom bearing and cutting out that bottom sill. I'll just show you the front here. We're talking about why it cuts so well. You'll notice some airflow changes underneath there, just along the front. This front baffle here, you'll notice that pushes the airflow back behind this blade spindle this side, so that allows the grass to come straight across out the side through the chute.